starting us.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's a Wednesday night and I hope you're doing well. This is Aaron Lehman and I'm part of the Living Well Now leadership team. Excited to be here tonight. Have not helped host a class in quite a while, so I'm going to be taking off my long sleeve because I know my body temperature is about to rise. So anyway, 3 hacks for a gut for gut health is our focus tonight. Really excited to be presenting alongside my sister-in-law, sister in love, Andrea Lehman. And so yeah, stoked for to share the mic with her tonight. Um, yeah, anyway, I'm just excited to learn from her and also to share a little bit about ways in which I continue to be mindful with my stomach and my digestive health journey. So let's keep cruising. So first off, if this is your first time joining a Living Well Now workshop, we are Young Living Oily people since 2006, and we've just been really thankful to journey with so many of you over this last, boy, how many years is that? Is this 18 years?
18. We're going on 18
Sure.
years, Erin.
Okay. So yeah, just really grateful. I think more than anything for the Living Well Now team and community, just to have it feels like home to me, to be honest. Just with regard to like when you go through life and the ups and downs of life and each of our unique body, mind, spirit wellness journeys. I just feel really thankful that we get to grow together, learn together, transform together, and get stronger together. So, yeah. Thanks for being here on behalf of our Living Well Now leadership crew. Why Young Living? So why Young Living for 18 years? For me, like just the two things that pop into my brain are the earth and deep breaths. And those are those are the two biggest reasons that I will use Young Living and share Young Living for the next 50 years of my life, because it's about taking care of the earth and you like realizing how connected we are to the earth, and then also finding our deep breaths again, finding which I believe deep breaths are a huge predictor of where our wellness story will go. But specifically, Young Living's been around for 30 years. So they're an industry leader, privately owned by the Young family for that whole time. Young Living has 20 seed to seal farms around the world. Industry leader with all the testing that's done in-house and also from third parties. An incredible product line, and yeah, just feel really blessed by all the products. As a new parent here in the last 7 months, 6.5 months ago, I'm getting to know new products, right? That I didn't know existed or didn't really use. Yeah, I had never used. So it's been amazing to really get to know more of the Young Living product line. And also a big thing about Young Living is the Young Living Foundation. And if you haven't heard of it, some of us just round up every month. You can round up like to the nearest dollar, goes up to the next dollar. When you're placing your loyalty order. Others of us are donating monthly to the Young Living Foundation, but just incredible work they're doing around the United States and around the world. Definitely check out their website if you haven't yet. And then the seed to seal promise. Again, I said, the earth is one of the reasons I feel passionate about the Young Living, this Young Living world, this Young Living community. And the seed to seal promise is where it's at. Just that we know from the time the seed gets planted, from the time that seed then is harvested and distilled at just the right time, right? And then and just the utmost care is given to these plants throughout this process. I choose to say beyond organic process, and then by the time they get into the oil bottle or into the supplement, we just know that whole process is, just like to the maximum as far as like quality goes, quality control. And so I love, yeah, we just feel really passionate about the Seed to Seal Promise. Um, so what are essential oils? Essential oils are the lifeblood of a plant. And so when they are grown in the right conditions, harvested at the correct time, and distilled with the utmost care, they can aid in keeping our bodies healthy and well. And so here's to finding this essential oils world. Like if you're brand new, just thanks for being here. Excited to have you. And those of us who have been around longer, yeah, these, as you know, as we each know, specific essential oils provide unique and powerful benefits to our body, mind, spirit health. And we'll talk more about that tonight. Specifically, there are three ways with Young Living oils that you can use the essential oils. First, it's topical, and so topical application would just be like me in the mornings with my cologne, right? I put a little patchouli on my wrists, a little ylang ylang on my wrists, and a little orange, and I massage that kind of on my side of my ribs up into my underarms, and that would be topical application. Peppermint essential oil, putting a little drop on your temples or the back of your neck. So that would be one way. We do recommend that if you're brand new to the oils world, you may choose to dilute with a carrier oil, a coconut oil, a jojoba oil. Yeah, just make sure you're getting a high quality carrier oil. Young Living has some in their product line as well, under if you search massage oils. But just using a carrier oil, just you don't need much oil. Like one drop of a peppermint oil, one drop of a lavender oil. You don't need 7 drops um, when you're topically applying. Just one goes a long way. So just be mindful. Our bodies are all different. Our skin processes oils differently. So whereas I don't have sensitivity to a certain oil, maybe my brother will. So just continue to find that out for yourself and go, proceed, I think, just boldly and also aware that carrier oils may be supportive for you. Next, aromatically. So just breathing an oil out of the bottle. Um, Trauma Life I have over here. Just breathing it out of the bottle is one incredible. So if you have an oil with you there, just taking a couple deep breaths with an oil is huge. Young Living also has incredible diffusers. And so you could also put some drops of your favorite oil in a diffuser and get that to fill a room. My wife and I are property managers, and so in between guests, we will diffuse purification oil, thieves oil, some citrus oils just to kind of clear the air. So anyway, and then lastly, Young Living also has the Vitality line. And so the Vitality line is labeled that you can use it internally. So you could make capsules with vitality oils. You could maybe put some into a marinade. Maybe you're making a marinade and you want to include some lime essential oil. So yeah, you can be free with the vitality line. I would suggest just like getting some recipes. Young Living has some good recipes out there. Other Young Living people have some good recipes out there. I know a lot of Living Well Now people who choose to use essential oils internally. But again, you don't have to. I really don't do a lot of oils internally personally, not for any strong reason. I just don't. So yeah, find your path, find your way with the Young Living line. So tonight's class overview, we're going to start with nurturing your body. Audrey is going to drop us in there. And then we're going to talk about embracing a healthy mindset. And lastly, simplifying your routine. So thanks for listening to me so far. And Andrea, I'll pass the mic to you.
Awesome. Here I am. Hello. Awesome. Thanks, Aaron. I'm over here sniffing Believe. Once you said, "Oh, open up a bottle," I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I love I love this oil so much." If you guys do not have Believe blend, put it on your next loyalty rewards order because it is just blissful. All right. So, if you've been to any of our classes, you've heard us talk about the wellness triangle. And I love this because I feel like we don't ever want to send the message that oils are going to heal you. All you need is oils. No, there are a lot of things that go into health. We all know that. And it really does start with our lifestyle. It starts with how are we living? How are we managing our stress levels? Are we sleeping? Are we getting out into the sun? Are we exercising, right? Are we drinking enough water? And then it gets into nutrition. Like, are we getting all of our macronutrients and our micronutrients? What are we supplementing with to fill in the gaps in our nutrition? Then it goes up to the ditch and switch category, which is, are we doing our best in the toxic world we live in to eliminate the toxins that we can control, right? Like in our home, we can really work and focus on eliminating a lot of the toxins that are out there. And then oils. Oils are really they're like the cherry on top of everything, right? They do help. Everybody has stories of how oils have been really impactful, both for physical and for emotional wellness. And so I don't want to minimize their effect, but we do want to make sure that in every class we're getting across the point that it's an all-encompassing picture. All of these things contribute to healthy living. All right. So, most of you have probably heard of the gut-brain connection, and I think scientists are just now really discovering how powerful that connection is. That the health of our gut really is the health of our brain. It's also the health of our immune system. It's the health of our emotions. It's the health of our skin. So, the gut, taking care of our gut is really important. And so I would ask you guys right now in the chat, if you would go ahead and comment with what is one thing that you wish was going better for you when it came to your gut health? What is one symptom you seem to struggle with either a lot or occasionally, right? If you could just solve one issue related to your gut or digestive system, what would it be? And Aaron, I'm only seeing the picture of you. I don't know if that's just on my side, if I need to change something to be able to see.
No, you're looking great. I can see you live on the live stream and everything.
Okay, great. Great. It's just on my side then.
Yep.
All right. So I see aches and pains. What else? What other gut related stuff are you experiencing? Mood, well-being, mental health. Okay. Uh-huh. Constipation. Yep. Yep. That's a big one for a lot of people. What else? Did you guys see my joke that I put in the lifestyle group today? Aaron, did you see the woman who went to the doctor and she couldn't hear, and well, I'm gonna mess up the joke. What was it? She couldn't hear and she couldn't go to the bathroom? Shoot, I'm gonna mess it up. You gotta go check you gotta go check it out. I was getting ready to post it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like slightly off color, but I am just gonna go for it because it totally fits with our class tonight. So you're gonna have to go check that out. Okay, so I'm seeing bloating, I'm seeing nausea. Okay, bloating again. So bloating is a big one. All right, let's go on to the next slide. Thank you, Felicia. I thought it was funny too, but I was doing a terrible job of trying to remember how it went. Something about a suppository being in the ear and a hearing aid being in the wrong place. All right, here we go. So we're going to start by talking about nurturing your body when it comes to the gut. All right. And you guys, as I was preparing for this, I had our assistant who puts together these beautiful slide presentations. I had her change up my products because it's like, oh my gosh, I don't think we're hitting exactly what I want to hit. There's so much when it comes to gut health. So know that we're just really touching the surface of things that can help. But if I were to say there was one slide in terms of supplements that is the most important for gut health in general, this would be it right here. Okay. Enzymes. And we're going to talk about both stomach acid and about enzymatic action in our bodies. So a lot of people struggle with low stomach acid, meaning they don't have enough stomach acid. Their stomach acid isn't acidic enough. Our stomach acid should be around 2 pH, but a lot of people find that theirs is more like 3 or 4. And when it's higher like that, get this. If you have a pH of 4 stomach acid, you have 2,000 times more inflammation, chronic inflammation, than somebody has a 2 for their stomach acid. That's huge, right? So we want to make sure we have enough stomach acid. Things that degrade our stomach acid would be stress. Stress is a huge one. Low thyroid is really impactful. Being out of sync with circadian rhythms. So if you're up all night, you're sleeping during the day, you're not getting the sun, you're on blue light, like in front of a screen all of the time, those things can impact stomach acid. So lots of reasons, but really stress in general is a big one. And so you might have low stomach acid if you burp after you eat a meal. You may have low stomach acid if you feel like when you eat meat, if it just feels like it sits in your stomach like longer than it should. Um, yeah, things like that, just not digesting things well. Those are all indications that you have low stomach acid. And so it's hugely important to get that in line because guys, your stomach acid is your biggest defense against pathogens. So if you're in the natural world, you hear all the time things about parasite cleanses, right? And oh, we gotta heal the leaky gut. All of those things. And not that there's anything wrong with those. That's not what I'm saying. But let's go upstream. Okay. Let's go to where things begin. And it starts with stomach acid because we have pathogens and stuff going through our gut all of the time. And if your stomach acid is at a 2 or lower, it's able to handle those things so that they're not causing issues, right? Not causing dysbiosis and SIBO and H. pylori and all of the different things that we may be dealing with in our gut. So you need the stomach acid to be low. So what product do we want to use for that? Essential Zyme. Okay, so it's that first one there. It doesn't match with the pictures. The pictures are kind of off, but it's that middle picture that says Essential Zyme, and then it's the top wording. So Essential Zyme has betaine HCl in it, and HCl is the supplement you want to take to help with your stomach acid. All right. The Essential Zyme is going to do other things, benefit you in other ways, but that's all I'm going to focus on with it right now is you want Essential Zyme for your stomach acid. You're going to take it before a meal. And if you are still burping after you take, like you're still burping, then you can take some more of it. All right. So you'll kind of decide if you want to take 1 or 2 or 3, just build up from 1 though. I would start with 1, see how you're feeling with that after you eat. If you feel like you're getting relief, things that feel better, then I would stick with whatever amount you're at. Okay, so then enzymes. So around the age of 35, our enzymes start to go down. And so especially just with our modern diets, like all of the things that are hitting us in modern society, we don't have the same enzymatic activity in our bodies that, our ancestors did. And so supporting the enzymes so that we can break down food is really important. So let's just take proteins, for example. When proteins come into our bodies, the stomach acid kind of flays the proteins open so that enzymes can go in and start to break those proteins down into like the amino acids and the peptides and things like that. And then those amino acids and peptides are what goes through the small intestines into our bodies to be able to be used. Okay, so if we don't have the stomach acid, the protein's going to go through whole. So we're wasting our protein, right? It's getting putrefied and fermented like lower down in our gut. And then it's also just being passed out of our bodies unused. So we need the stomach acid, and then we need enough enzyme activity to be able to take those proteins as well as the carbs and the fat and start to break them down into usable bits for our bodies. And so that bottom product, Essential Zyme 4, is what's going to help give you all of the enzymes that are going to break down all of those macronutrients so that your body can use them. So really the 1-2 punch, hook, whatever that saying is in gut health, starting from an upstream place, like the most important would be Essential Zyme for your HCl, for stomach acid, and Essential Zyme 4 to break down your foods. And you will know, guys, if you're dealing with gut stuff, you will know within 24 hours of using these products if it's helping. You will see a difference. All right. Okay, next slide. I'm going to go through these really fast because that was the main thing I wanted to hit on with gut health tonight in terms of products. But this daily prebiotic fiber tastes delicious. I like it. I suggest getting one of those little the little frothers mixers to get it really stirred in good with your water. But this is a great one to take to help if you're dealing with constipation. This may be one that is helpful for you. It helps with the gut microbiome, helps you to feel full longer, and can support cardiovascular and immune system function. And once again, it tastes way better than other fiber type products. I think it's actually quite delicious. All right, next slide. All right, probiotics. So, I will start by saying this, that most of the probiotics that are on the market are pretty cruddy, and I wouldn't waste my money on them. I do know that Young Living did a very good job at creating a probiotic that works and works really well. There's tons of stories of how Life9 as well as the Mighty Pro in the kids version have helped people. I have countless stories of kids with constipation who started taking Mighty Pro and saw a huge difference. I have lots of stories of Life9 with skin stuff. Teenagers who are dealing with skin issues and they started taking Life9 because we know the gut is related to the skin, right? And it cleared it up. So just a few things that probiotics in general do. They help assist the body with production of B vitamins. They improve nutrient absorption. Okay. They help with our immune system function. They can suppress, I saw somebody talking, I think, about candida over in the chat. So they can suppress fungi and candida from growing and just can help with overall digestion in general. So I would start with the enzymes and I would see what the enzymes do for me. And then I would move over to the probiotics and see if that seems to help things more. And then probably my third option would be going to the prebiotic fiber. But I will say, if you're not getting enough fiber, just taking the prebiotic fiber just as like a little bit of extra fiber in your day is a great idea as well. All right, Erin, let's go over to you. Oh, I forgot I threw this in. I'm not really going to talk about this. I just wanted you guys to know that this is an option for a colon cleanse. So if you're somebody that deals with a lot of constipation and you know that things are sluggish going through your digestive tract, you probably have a bunch of, and this is gross, but probably have a bunch of gunk on your large and small intestines that is kind of caked on, that is making absorption of all of your nutrients really difficult. So once a year, doing something like the cleansing trio that comes with these three products can help to really just kind of detoxify that digestive tract and make it so that you are going to be able to absorb things more easily. All right, Erin, over to you.
All right. So shifting into embracing a healthy mindset for our gut health. So first off, just the power of mindful eating. And again, here's to the journey, right? Here's to the learning journey. Slowing down and savoring. Um, I think my brother and I kind of joke because we're both very, very slow eaters. We learned it from our mama, and I think dad also eats pretty deliberately as well. But just eating mindfully and like taking your time, we're actually like breaking down the food versus swallowing chunks, swallowing like larger chunks. So then that helps our guts um, be able to process more. So just slowing down, if at all possible. My wife and I right now with the baby, we're going back and forth on how long our lunch window can be before Graham gets handed over to me from her, and I'm like, I need at least 45 minutes. She's like, are you sure you can't do 30? And I'm like, well, I really want an hour because I like eating slowly. I don't really, I just, it overwhelms me when I'm rushing eating. So maybe this is a good message or a reminder for you to slow down and savor. And this will help nutrient absorption and just overall digestion. Limiting distractions. This is a great reminder for me as well because I will catch myself eating my oatmeal and catching up on the sports from the night before, or what's the latest in the stock market, or and this is a great reminder that if we can avoid screens and actually just be all in on the meal in which we're eating, um, how might that change things for us? Does anybody do that? Does anybody like, you know, when Sarah and I eat together, I don't have my phone out, right? Sarah and Grandma and I are eating together, I don't have my phone out. But when I'm just eating solo, it's really easy to have it be my friend that I look at. So, good reminder. Really connect to our meal. And then also just supporting digestion naturally. So, using essential oils like peppermint or digest for gut support. You can put a drop underneath your tongue. They both are vitality oils, so you could put a drop underneath your tongue. I also like to, if my tummy's really talking to me during or after a meal, I'll put some peppermint on my belly, massaging it in clockwise. And yeah, so that also is something to consider. Positive mindset, and maybe you're familiar with this. There is a lot of research, especially here over the last decade, couple decades, just about how the mind gut connection is just potent. It is just constant. So we want, so I think oftentimes so much of our healthcare world has been about treating us like we're cars. And it's like, oh, the engine is bad. Let's fix the engine. And it's like, and not realizing how interconnected, right? And our bodies are so interconnected. So what's going on in here is influencing all of it, right? And so how can we become more aware of that? And if you need to read the research, right? I mean, some of you are like science minded, and so you're like, I need to see the research. Literally, dive in on Google, dive in on ChatGPT. Like, just ask for the research behind the gut brain connection, because it's phenomenal. So our mindset shapes health, right? How we view time passing each day totally influences how our immune systems function, right? How our gut health supports us, how we're supporting our gut health. So for me, that this is my mantra that I'm consistently here over the last 2, 3 years have been really centering on is there is plenty of time, right? I mean, my tummy literally like calms down. Like the cells around in my belly just say, "Oh, there's plenty of time." So just figuring out where are the mindset shifts that you need to make, right? We all have different stories that we tell ourselves that increase stress levels, and then we can have stories that we tell ourselves that can decrease stress levels, can help us catch the thought and say, no, 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 I'm not getting on that train right now. This is the train, right? I'm not going to be scared that the time is running out. I'm going to get on this train. Dude, there's so much time. I have plenty of time to get my workout in today. I have plenty of time to like, if Sarah wants to give me 30 minutes to eat my lunch, why don't I just come back 15 minutes earlier? Right? And then I get my 45, anyway. So like being creative. There's plenty of time, Aaron. So mindset shapes our health. Just really dive into some of the research if that's helpful for you to just like cement this for you. But just knowing that as our stress decreases throughout our days, our gut is going to feel calmer. Our overall wellness, our immune systems are going to function more effectively, more efficiently. And so, yeah, just continue. And again, we're all works in progress. You know, I overate some cabbage the other day, and also I was like had a lot on my shoulders, right? It's tax season. I'm getting my taxes ready, so I was feeling a little overwhelmed, and my belly, right? Eat a little too much purple cabbage, and then have some stressful thoughts happening, and you're like, you're probably going to have a tummy ache in the middle of the night, like I did. So again, paying attention, right? Paying attention to what we're putting in our bodies, and then also what are we feeding our minds with on a daily basis? How are we feeding our rest and digest part of ourselves? Like our cells need that. It needs rest and digest every day. I need like right every single one of us, our bodies, our cells need rest and digest. Our guts do as well. And then essential oils for emotional support, so many, right? So many. I know you probably have your favorites, but valor, joy, harmony, um, frankincense, right? There's so many different oils you can use. There's the feelings kit, incredible, incredible emotional support oils. And then again, paying attention, right? Just being mindful. I think this is the big piece I just want to share as I'm this is I'll just close this last page. What little shift can you make, right? Don't sign up for like making a checklist of all the stressful things, right? It's like where is one zone or what is one story that's causing you stress right now? What is one story that you keep repeating that needs to shift, that you're ready to shift? Just focus on one. Okay? I mean, we all got 17, maybe five. Like we got lots of stories that, right? We've been fed lots of different stories and beliefs and thought programs. So just choose one and bring rest and digest to that thought, right? Transform it. Transform it. What's the new story? What's the new mantra, the new prayer that you're going to choose for yourself? Practices like deep breathing, yoga, meditation, prayer, being outdoors, right? And then utilizing essential oils in your diffuser, topical application, breathing them in, frankincense, peace and calming, stress away, and the list goes on, right? Yeah, so many good stress relieving oils, grounding oils, reconnecting us to the earth, reminding us we're not just thoughts, we're not just a brain, we're not just this, right? Overstimulated brain. We can bring it all down and get back into our bodies. So, thanks for listening. There's one more slide, and this is also uber important. Community. I actually said this during an EO Bros video with Andy 2 days ago that my one of my greatest medicines is conversations with dear friends of mine, like community connection. So just checking in with yourself. Where are you at right now? Are you yearning for more community? Are there people in your life that you're like, man, I really lost touch? I wonder if we could reignite some connection, some friendship, right? This community connection, that sense of belonging, I mean, it's fact. It's fact. It's over in Okinawa, Japan. It's in centenarian communities in Loma Linda, California. It's in centenarian communities in Sardinia, Italy. It's communal. It's communal. How can we create communities? How can we become a part of communities? How can we co-create communities with others? So continue to just be on the lookout and decide what it is you need. What is it you need? What are you ready for? Are you ready to join that rock gym or that knitting club or that book study group or go to that women's retreat, right? What are you needing as far as community support goes?
Good stuff, Aaron.
Thanks for
Good
listening.
stuff.
Thanks.
I was listening to something recently that's talking about if you if you have a piece of, like glutinous, sugary cake in the company of good friends where there's no stress and there's enjoyment and you're just, like, they're feeding your soul, that it's much better than having a chicken and kale salad alone feeling stressed, right? That your body is actually going to digest that piece of cake more easily than, something that we think of as super healthy. All right.
Huge.
So simplifying your routine. Let's talk about this really quickly, guys. I know that we said this class is going till 6:30. I'm gonna speed it up. Who did we think we are? Aaron and I being able to get through this in 30 minutes. That's a joke, but I will go fast here. So this is already discussed a little bit, so I'm not even going to spend time on it. You all probably know which essential oils are for digestion, but there you go. If you need a list, digest, peppermint, ginger, and fennel. You can go on to the next slide. All right, so I do want to spend just a moment on this. So this is really interesting. I will, if I look in my history, I struggled with gut health for a lot of years. And then I was introduced to Young Living, and I would say that 90% of it went away. And so super grateful for that. But in the last 2 weeks, as soon as we said we're doing this gut health class, I started struggling with some gut health. And I was like, what in the world? So I busted out, I walked the walk, guys. I busted out Essential Zyme and Essential Zyme 4. I was taking the enzymes. I was taking the prebiotic. I was taking, or I was doing Digest on my stomach, and I was doing red light therapy on my stomach. So red light is really, really powerful for gut health. The best is just to get outside. So if you can get outside, if you deal with gut health, if you can get outside in the morning, so it's during UVA rise, that is right now, well, if you're in Arizona, I don't know exactly what time it is elsewhere, but in Arizona, it's generally about 45, 50 minutes after the sun rises. Okay. So it's at that, like in the 7 o'clock hour, 8 o'clock hour is kind of the best time to get out. But if you can get out, like just women, if you can get out like in a sports bra or in a swimsuit to where your stomach is actually being exposed, your abdomen's being exposed to the light, it's really healing. We have way underestimated the power of the different light frequencies, the different kinds of light that we get from the sun, and that time frame is really powerful for gut health, among other things, but specifically for gut health. If you don't have access to that or you can't make that happen at that time, just having a red light therapy device that you can kind of hold over your stomach. So I did that 2 different times while I was dealing with some gut stuff, and it was very helpful. I mean, things have been back to normal for the last, I would say, 3 or 4 days. So I'm just very grateful for all of the tools that we have. All right, go on to the next slide. Oh, that was it. There was a sleep one in there somewhere that somehow got erased, but I will just say this, that sleep for your gut health is really important as well, because it's the time when we're detoxifying, right? So if you can do a better job of eating when it's light out. Oh yeah, where was that? Eating when it's light out, stop eating when it gets dark, right? And then allowing that time, a good amount of time, 8 hours of sleep, so that your body can fully digest and repair and do all of those things, you're going to see benefits just from that alone. So a couple of things that you can do to get better sleep. Obviously, we love our oils for sleep. My favorite is Peace and Calming, but lavender and cedarwood, other oils like Root of Allah, a lot of people like that for sleep, valerian. And then some other products that you might try if you have a hard time getting to sleep and staying asleep. Young Living's magnesium product, it's called Super Magnesium, or this Deep Night Essence, which is an herbal formula that really does. I found when I take the Deep Night Essence that it does help me to get into a deeper sleep where I feel like I sleep right through the night, without, ever rolling over, waking up for a minute here or there, as I'm shifting. I don't even ever notice that. So those are two good quality supplements that I would put to the test if you're someone who deals with a little bit of sleep disturbances. All right. And we're going to get through this last part really quickly. I think everybody watching with us live already has a Young Living account, but I will say this, if you do not, the best way to get started with Young Living is with one of their starter bundles, because it is deeply discounted over, like just piecing things together. So for this class, right, we're working on stress, we're working on digestive support, and I'll tell you there's about 6 oils in this starter bundle that comes with 12 oils in the diffuser that can be used for stress and for digestive support. So it would be a really good place to start. That kit is $165 minus a 10% coupon that would take it down to about $150. And that gives you a wholesale membership for the year. So you can get things at 24% off. All right, next slide. And I will say, for those of you who are on the call or who are watching on the live stream, loyalty rewards, hands down, is the best way to go when you are ordering. This is Young Living's monthly ordering program. You need to be at 50 PV to get the perks, which is 10% that goes into an account to use on free product for 3 months. After that, it goes to 20%. And after 2 years, it goes to 25%. On top of that, you get a loyalty gift every 3 months. And you can move your processing date forward or backwards. You can take a skip month once a year if you need to. And then you, as long as you're ordering at 100 PV, you get the free product of the month that will come in your loyalty rewards order. We've literally been on loyalty rewards for 17 plus years at this point and have never gone a month without ordering because there's always things that we need. So we're really grateful for this program, the extra savings with it. All right, and then why our team? Y'all are a part of our team. Hopefully you feel the love on our team. We are a bunch of educators that started this, and so obviously we'd like to bring the content, but we also like to bring the community, and we want everybody to feel loved on and included. You can take a screenshot of this if you would like, just some product recommendations as we're talking about loyalty rewards and you're looking at different areas that you may want to focus on. Here are some ideas for you. And then this month, the gifts with purchase, except this is from February. We did not update that. So that is not correct. RC is the oil at the 100 PV level. It's eucalyptus, I believe, radiata at the 200 PV level, and it's allerzyme at the 300 PV level. All right. And then once again, this is just for y'all to take a screenshot. If you're new to loyalty rewards and you're not sure how to edit your cart or how to set it up, how to search for a product, these are just different screenshots that'll walk you through that process. And there you go. We are to the end, a little bit late, but we hope that this was helpful for you. If you're interested in building a business with Young Living, you can choose the Become a Brand Partner tab when you log into your Young Living account, and then reach out to one of us or reach out to the person who enrolled you so that we can help you to get started on your journey. It keeps going. I thought we were at the end, guys. I thought we were at the end. So this is coming up April 5th. If you are local, if you're in Arizona, we invite you to be here with us on April 5th for a really great evening. There will be Wild Notes, the new fragrances that are being launched next week. Also some new items from Young Living that will be launched for spring. And Connie McDaniel will be our guest speaker talking a little bit about some of the business stuff. And we're at the end. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new and that you can take even just one or two things with you and apply them to your own lives.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a great night.